everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Did you all watch the wedding episode of Love is Blind? That's what we're about to get into. If you saw me on Twitter, I said this episode could have been an email. I really don't have too many shady things to say. I could have predicted most of this. It's a couple of couples I didn't predict that they were going to go the way that they went, but let's jump into it because I'm just ready for the reunion. What about you all? What about you? Like, okay, y'all did what y'all did with these weddings, but let me see what y'all say at this reunion next Friday. That's what I'm with. That's what I want to see. Hey Davion, hey Eric. What's up, y'all? Y'all want to just dive right into it? I guess I need to dive right into it. If you all didn't know, I have to be done with this at 6:45 so I can do Ready to Love. And I have to be done with Ready to Love by 7:30 so I can jump on Charles' channel and do Drag Race. I got my Stella Rose. I brought the whole bottle up here today. This is my favorite kind of Stella Rose, the black cherry. It is so good. I took a sip of it earlier and I almost lost my mind. I ain't had my Stella Rose in about a week. It's so good. Whew. Let's get into it. So, it ended on that cliffhanger with Danielle saying she was ready to love. This ain't ready to love. Well, she was ready to get married. I just knew Nick. Yes, Stella, it's so good. But I knew Nick was gonna leave Danielle crazy ass at the altar. Her family was talking all kind of hot shit, like, oh, we gonna jump him if he say no. Oh, Danielle been wanting to get married for so long. I feel like that family knows she crazy and was ready to pawn her off. Like, Lord, please let Nick take her off our hands. But Nick like a fool. He done went over there and said yes. And Nick and Danielle done got married. Nick, did y'all see how yes, I was just about to say that, Davion. Dude was wet. It looked like he damn near peed himself. He was sweating so bad. Like he was sweating down under, all on his back. It was just dripping off his forehead. I'm like, man, just say no. Just say no. You ain't got to marry this girl. But they done wrote it off in the sunset. They in the park clinking glasses. Even as they clinking glasses, I could see in Nick's eyes, he doesn't want to do this. Let's put a bet. Get it in the chat. Get it in the comments. Let's put a bet. Who thinks Nick and Danielle are still married at the reunion? I want to bet no, but a part of me feels like Nick likes crazy. Or Nick likes a project. Or it could be true what my mama say, that crazy girls have really good sex. She said they wild in bed. How my mama know, I don't know. But that's what she says all the time, and it be having me rolling. I wish I could do a live with my mother one day. You think I'm a mess. Eric, you say not married. They're not still together. You hope, Davion. Danielle to me is the biggest mess of the whole show. Like, I'd rather deal with Shane. I'd rather cuss out Shake for telling me he don't like my body. I'd rather deal with Jared and his second proposal than to deal with crazy Danielle. I can't do that insecurity, that constant reassurance, that flipping, I'm happy, I'm sad. I can't do that. But we shall see next week. I feel like they're going to play in our face and still be married and get divorced a couple of months from now. Because if you recall, season 1 of Love is Blind, they waited about a year before they did the reunion. Did they do the same thing, or did they just crank the episodes out? I don't know. But let's move on to Deep T and Shake. Okay. I thought they were going to get married. I thought Deep's was I thought she was gonna go through it because she really loved him. I thought Shake was doing this for TV. If anything, I thought Shake was gonna be the one to hurt Deeps at the altar. Like let her say yes so he could say no. They doing all this elaborate stuff. See, what I don't understand, put it in the chat. I don't understand why they go through all the commotion of bringing your family there, getting your hair done, makeup. Deep's got all her henna tattoos. Like, you went through all that, this big celebration when you knew you wanted to say no at the house. I'm not wasting all my time. I guess it's for TV. I guess Netflix said if you're going to say no, you at least got to say it at the altar. I guess, because if it was me, I'm saying no at the house. I agree, Davion. Shake got what he deserved. I was so proud of her. I was so proud of her. And he still needs to be cussed out at the reunion. He still needs to be cussed out at the reunion. And I can't wait for Deeps to go back and watch this. I hope they get to watch it and discuss it at the reunion. So, he up here with his mom and his boys, and I was arguing with somebody on Twitter, I forget, about what so-and-so said they was going to say yes. So it don't matter if the other person said no. I'm like, everybody was saying they was going to say yes. Everybody was like, yeah, I'm ready to walk down the aisle. Love of my life. All the conversation, all the, the notes Netflix told them to say, all the good stuff. The way I was looking at it, I thought everybody was getting ready to get married. But Deep T looks so freaking beautiful. I would like to go to an Indian wedding or a Middle Eastern wedding one day. Like, it looked like they party. I'm a colorful person. I love all the colors. I love their designs. I love how they came in on that drum beat and everybody danced down the aisle. I was like, this looks like a fun time wedding. I would love to find an Indian friend just so they can invite me to a wedding. Is that a mess? It just looked like a good time. I enjoyed seeing their culture. They walking down the aisle. Shake looked like he finally attracted to Deeps or whatever, because she was beautiful. I mean, that wedding dress she had the best wedding dress to me. After Deeps was Mallory. Mallory's totally different style, but Mallory's was very elegant. But Mallory's was still second because I'm a little bit more glam and team too much. So I like Deep's dress the best. But she got up there and she said, I choose me. Your actions show that you don't even love me. They probably ain't even had sex yet. So I don't know. But she was like, I'm choosing myself. I deserve somebody who is sure they want to be with me. I don't need nobody got to think about it. So I was like, you go, Deeps. I'm proud of you. I know. I wonder if Shake's mama talked to her, because she gave the same speech that Shake's mama gave to Shake. I don't know, but I'm proud. I'm happy she didn't go through with it and be embarrassed on the back end. And then y'all saw Shake with his homeboys. Oh yeah, I'm happy she told me no, because if I would have had to tell her no, she wouldn't have been able to take it. And I ain't want to have to tell her no. And I'm happy she, it's a party. What'd he say? He getting ready to go to Dubai. He was getting ready to go somewhere. He was like, it's a party. We still partying. I'm like, Shake, you gonna cry in the car. You gonna cry when you get in the car, Shake. Even if you didn't really want to be with Deeps, which I don't believe you did, you gonna cry of embarrassment. Because it's embarrassing to get left at the altar. It really, really is. It really, really is. Even if you faking it for TV. That's why I always feel like if you get asked first, you might as well go ahead and say no, just to make sure the next person don't say no. Eric, you said Middle Eastern weddings are gorgeous. I believe they are. I like the culture. It seemed like it's a party from beginning to the end. Shake was a clown and he tried to play it off. He tried. I saw through it. I said, I know you're embarrassed. Your friends know too They just was hyping you up so you wouldn't cry right there in their face. But Shake got what he's deserved. He embarrassed Deeps episode 1 through 9. So Deeps embarrassed him episode 10. I'm not mad at that. Let's move on to who's next. Shane and Natalie. And when I tell y'all, put it in the chat. Let me know if we thinking the same. Episode 10 was boring. I found myself scrolling through Instagram and Twitter until, they got up to the altar part because it was boring. It wasn't no dramatics. But let's move on. Shane and Natalie came in with a little bit of drama. They done got into a huge argument the night before. And she said Shane said something to her that hit below the belt, however she put it. And I wanted to know what was said. Now, I done already told y'all I was scrolling through Instagram. So if they said what was said, put it in the chat because I didn't catch it. The whole time I'm like, well, what did he say? Because I'm nosy. I want to know. It might not have been that bad to me. So a lot of people was on Twitter talking about Shane looked like he was on drugs. And I was like, I ain't see that. Because I seen people on drugs and he looked like regular Shane to me. I think he went out late and got drunk. So whatever he said was a drunk conversation. But you know what they say about a drunk tongue? A drunk tongue speaks the truth. But let's see. Yeah, outside of Shane and his reactions, this season of the show was lackluster. You know what I was looking for? I was looking for Shayna crazy ass. I was like, where's Shayna at to come rock the boat? Because after that scene in the park with Shayna and Shane, it was a little bit dry. It was real dry. You glad that Natalie and Shane broke up? I am too. Though Natalie and Shane was the only couple I thought would get married. They were the only couple I thought that would get married, but did y'all see Natalie's mother's face? That whole wedding, her mother was not here for the bullshit. I believe her mama told her to say no. She was like, you better not do this shit to me. Her mother was not here for it. Even after she told Shane no, she was disgusted. Like, thank God I did not want him in the family. I'm not down with this experiment. Natalie's mother's face was the most excitement the whole episode. She was the only one with a real expression. Nick mama over there crying like they've been dating for 10 years and just broke up. I'm like, Nick mama, he only known this girl 3 weeks. Calm down. Calm down. That ain't Nick mama. Hell, what's his name? Shane. Y'all knew who I was talking about. Shane was twitching and moving like he was on that stuff. I ain't picked that up. But then again, I was scrolling through Twitter. But I didn't pick that up. He didn't even look like he had a hangover to me. He was doing a lot of emotions. He was a little bit emotional for me. But I didn't get the twitching in the moving. Okay, Davion got the tea. Because next time I can't scroll through the phone. He told her that he hates her and she was the worst thing that happened to him. Oh, what we even waste the Netflix money for? We didn't even have to waste the budget on them. What we doing? What you expect? You hate her and she the worst thing. And like I said, he was drunk when he said it, so he meant it. He meant it. Okay, Shane, he might have been a little bit on some, I don't know, allegedly. Don't say I said nothing. I don't know. Natalie's mom was giving side eye of the day. That mother was not here for it. And I was with her. I was looking for some more parents to act the ass at the wedding. Okay, but that's 2 down. That's 2 people that didn't get married. I'm like, okay, everybody else must say I do. But you right, that dude was drunk from the party and probably pissed off from striking out. Oh yes. Oh yes. I remember that. He was highly embarrassed because they was like, oh, you the college star and you can't even hit this slow ball. Oh, he was pissed. And I don't like when drunk people take their anger out on other people. That pisses me off too. But he probably really ain't like, how much y'all want to bet him and Shayna sitting together at the reunion? Y'all think so? Y'all think we gonna see Shayna at the reunion? Do y'all think Mallory and Jared gonna be sitting next to each other at the reunion? I want this reunion to be good. Hey Inga. Oh, you gonna be back for Ready to Love? Okay, well I see you in about 30 minutes. Shane needed that ego stroke. He did. He needs somebody to. Shane needed to be with Danielle. Let the two crazy people be together and let them stroke each other egos. And Nick needed to be with Natalie. Two calm people that just want to sit in the house and read books. They should have been together. But it is what it is. Let's move on to Mallory and Salvador. Now, I ain't never believed Mallory wanted Salvador. But that's who I was arguing on Twitter about. Everybody was like, oh, Mallory said she was going to say yes to Salvador. And I was like, Salvador said no to Mallory because he knew Mallory was going to say no. I don't care what Mallory's going to say. And then he talking about his mariachi band. I was like, he better not start singing because you know I was going to hit the fast forward. Hey, who's that? Mari, hey, how you doing? Oh, you said hell yes, Shayna gonna be there. And we do need Shayna there. And I would love for Shayna and Shane to be sitting together. Why not? Why not? Let's entertain me. Even if it's fake, entertain me. So they walking down the aisle, loving each other in the eyes. Oh, I love you. You look so beautiful. Then we get to the, was it a priest? Whoever was officiating. Salvador can't do it. He don't feel like he ready to get married. Mallory runs off. Mallory looks so freaking good. That dress was gorgeous. I might change my mind and like Mallory's dress the best. I can't decide, but that ain't important. But what tripped me out is later on in the episode, you know, after they calm down, they speak, they still want to go out on a date. You leave me at the altar, it's over. You ain't gonna embarrass me on Netflix and think I'm about to go out on a date. Oh, you've been waiting for this live? Yes. Cheers to the Stella Rosa. Clink, clink. Yes. Would you all date somebody after they'd already told you no at the altar? I don't understand why Love is Blind has to lead to being at the altar. I think they would find people more willing to endure the process is if you, okay, you leave the show engaged, but let's just stay engaged and then come back a year later with the weddings. Because I don't care what you say, people not really up and getting married in 3 weeks. It's not that much conversation in the world. It's really not. Sal and Mallory were boring because Mallory wanted Jared. I don't know why she told Jared no. I bet you production said that. I don't know. Oh, I forgot. Sal do got an ex-girlfriend at the house. Oh. Oh, now I gotta rethink this. Salvador was here playing in our face on TV. That's what I believe. I believe he told his girlfriend, look, I'm about to do this show. I'm about to sing a couple of love songs for a few weeks. And he think he about to get him a little record deal. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. We hit the fast forward every time you hummed a note. The fast forward was hit. I forgot about the ex-girlfriend over the sister's house. We gonna get to the truth at the reunion. He better not be with the ex-girlfriend. Oh, he gonna get red at this reunion. Mal was a little bit unbothered because Mallory didn't really want Salvador. She was playing in our face for whatever reason. I agree they were boring. Absolutely not. We would be. You know, these people love to get on TV by any means necessary. They don't care what kind of show it is. They just want exposure. And that's what Salvador is starting to give me, because he was always humming and strumming that guitar. He done got his friend up there singing harmony notes off key. He got me looking at him different now that you put that in the chat, because I forgot about that. You right, girl. No. I ain't even gonna say you right. The first time he was humming and singing in the pods, I was over it. I was like, girl, you falling in love with this? You want to be with this off-key ukulele singer over Jared? I was over it in the pods. It was a nice gesture the first time. But after the pods, it was the fast forward. My remote hit fast forward every time Salvador start humming on my TV screen. You agree, C. Graham? He playing in our face. I can't wait to the reunion. I want the ex-girlfriend to be at the reunion. Or is it the current girlfriend who allowed him to come on TV for the exposure? Because they do that on these dating shows all the time. I need the tea at the reunion. And I don't want Nick Lachey and his wife hosting a reunion. They not spicy enough for me. I need people who gonna dig deep and ask the questions I want to be asked. Let the audience email some questions. Because I don't know about y'all, Nick Lachey and his wife are kind of boring. You said my fast forward gonna be broken. It sure is. Because let me tell you, a whole bunch of shows getting ready to come back on. And there's a lot of people already on my fast forward list. So I can't stand it. Okay, let's get to the last, but definitely not least, couple of the show. Jared and Ayanna. I could have swore Ayanna was going to say no. I could have swore Ayanna was going to say no. Because they're so opposite. And I don't trust Jared. I don't care his daddy a pastor and officiated the wedding. I don't trust him. One thing I'm going to say about Ayanna and Jared, they are the best actors of season 2. When they was up there crying and touching each other in the face, saying their own vows and all that good shit, I was believing it. I was like, oh, this sounds good. This sounds lovely. This is so nice. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't trust his ass. Because I'm telling you, the same bar Jared hanging out at 6 o'clock in the morning is the same one Shane out there getting drunk, sliding into Shayna DMs, and Salvador hanging over there with his ex-girlfriend too. I don't know where or what he's doing every night until 6 in the morning. And I can tell you one thing I know for sure. I know I'll never hardly wear my wedding ring on this show, but I don't like wearing my ring in the house. But that's just me. And my husband don't care. But one thing I can tell you for sure, people don't change after they say I do. The person that was sleeping in your bed the night before you said I do is going to be the same person you sleep with the night after you say I do. If he was kicking it in the bar at 6 o'clock in the morning the day before, the day after, he going to act right for about 2 weeks. And then he going to be back to his ways because that's who he is. He's not going to change because he got married, he's going to have to want to change because he wants to change. And he doesn't sound like he's ready to change. He already bitching and complaining about he don't want to take care of you because you want to go get your master's degree. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me when you talk about marrying somebody and not saying you have to take care of her for the rest of her life. But if you love somebody and they have a goal, master's degree is 2 years. And she could work a little part-time job on the side. But if you got a problem with, let me put my drink down. You was already paying all your own bills before you met Ayanna. So now you got a problem with paying them exact same bills so she can get her master's degree. I mean, you not paying nothing extra. Devion, they all at the same bar creeping. And when I say creeping, I mean creeping because ain't no bar open at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know one. But I don't live in Chicago. I do live in the South where shit closed early. So maybe it is in Chicago. But when I say they all at the same bar, I mean they all out creeping. Sal over the ex-girlfriend house, Shane over there with Shayna, and Jared doing whatever he been doing. Yep. They all at the same bar. It sounds like they need to go grab Nick. So Nick can get away from Danielle. Go help Nick and get him a drink. I don't need to get too drunk. I got 3 more lives. 3 more lives to do tonight. You say she made a mistake. We shall see. We shall see. I mean, at least they're not making us wait for the reunion. I think Ayanna made a mistake. I think she made a mistake. I don't think Jared's going to change. And mind you, I ain't never liked Jared and Ayanna because she was the second proposal. And Ayanna hasn't went back and watched how this man cried, like broke down, like he was 5 years old and somebody stole his puppy, cried. He cried over this man, over this woman, Mallory. For the next day, somebody be like, oh, but you like Ayanna too, go ahead and marry her. We shall see. We shall definitely see next week. Let's I got a few more minutes. Let's do a vote. I wish I knew how to do polls on here. Just I agree with you, Eric. You should never be second option. And it ain't like everyone has a past. Everyone has dated someone else prior at some point in time. But 24 hours, that's too close to comfort for me. He really wanted Mallory because she sound and looked like J-Lo. It could be. Could be. Even when they were in the pods, and mind you, we only got to see the edited version. But even when they were in the pods, the conversation and the way that they spoke to each other and the chemistry of them speaking to each other, Jared and Mallory had the best chemistry. Now I'm going to tell you what happened. They didn't want the only black person on the show to be with another interracial couple because of last season. I don't know. I could be talking shit. I kind of feel like production made Jared and Ayanna be together, and I feel like production had their hands in the couples. I could be talking shit, but it just doesn't make sense to me. They still together, Davion, Black Love. Okay. I mean, I guess. I'm here for Black Love, just not them. I want to get to the reunion. I want to know if Jared changed. I want to know how Ayanna feels after watching him cry over Mallory and have to be told to just go ahead and propose to Ayanna the next day. I just want to know. I would feel a certain kind of way about it. I don't know. But for shits and giggles, let's get in the chat and do a little poll and see who we think are still together, who's still dating. Let's start at the top. Nick and Danielle. You can just put yes or no. Do we think Nick and Danielle are still together? I'm voting no. I'm hoping. I just can't see. I couldn't deal with the crazy. It was not a good proposal. He damn near said, "You want to be on the show? Come marry me." I think Shane and Shayna will be together. I'm hoping for it at the reunion. Okay, Eric says no. We got a couple of yeses for Nick and Danielle. A part of me feels like he liked Crazy, so they probably are still together. Y'all saying yes. Okay, yes wins. We already know Deeps and Shake not gonna be together. They not dating. But for the chat, we think Deep T gonna cuss Shake out at the what's the thing called, the reunion, or is Deep T too classy and she gonna give a classy based response to Shake? I think she too classy and she not gonna give me the moment that Shake deserves. But what y'all think? She will shade Shake. I don't even think she gonna shade him. I don't think Deeps have it in her. I want her to. Shake, yep, Shake gonna apologize. He gonna give some politically correct answer, and I don't even want to hear the apology. He said what he said. I agree. Deep's gonna be nice, and I ain't gonna be here for it. Oh, but Davion said Deep's gonna get in that ass. I don't think so. I think Deeps is too classy, but we gonna see. Now Shane and Natalie broke up. I don't think Shane and Natalie. I think they were one of the ones who were still talking about dating, but I don't even think they need to date. What do we think about Shane and Natalie? Are they still dating or are they done? Still dating or done? Ugh. You said Shake posted a picture of them on the IG at the Nobu was the restaurant he wanted to go to. So they might still be cool. They must have went to Nobu before they got the clips of the show. Because I can tell you right now, after seeing all the shit he talked about me, we ain't gonna be cool. Everybody said Natalie and Shane are done. Done. For shits and giggles, yes or no? Did he double back to Shayna? Yes or no? Did he double back to Shayna? DT deserves Nobu after that. I ain't never been to this Nobu place. I hear all the celebrities talk about it, but I don't like raw sushi, like raw fish like that, so I wouldn't be impressed. Take me to a good old steakhouse and let me get some lamb chops or ribeye, some raw fish. I done forgot the question. Oh, I was being shady. I said, "Will Shane double back to Shayna?" One person said yes. Okay, you shady like me. I agree. I agree. Okay, Mallory and Salvador. Do we think Mallory and Salvador gonna go out on this date and still be dating, kind of like Gigi and that tall man? I done forgot his name already. Do we think they're still dating, or Mallory done moved on? Mallory probably the one in Jared's DMs at 6 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see the Shayna shade now. They getting it in. I bet they did. They probably was over there twitching and shaking on the same thing. But I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. I I think he doubled back to Shayna, but they'll probably lie about it at the reunion. Why lie? Don't lie. Give me something to talk about. I love Chi-Town and the setting for this season. I do too. If y'all don't know, I grew up about 45 minutes outside of Chicago. My mother's entire side of the family live in Chicago. I'm in Chicago at least 2 to 5 times a year. I'm always in Chicago. I love the city. I'm happy that they showed Chicago, but they ain't showed the Chicago that I know. They only showed the good side, and not all of the south side is bad. So next time, show us a little bit of the hood, because I know everybody ain't living downtown. Everybody says no. Salary. That could have been a cute couple name, Salary. But no, Sal and Mallory are no longer together. She wasn't enthusiastic about him. Mallory looked perplexed. It's a no. They've moved on. Oh, you heard Jared follows Mallory. Now, didn't I just say Mallory was the one in his DMs at 6 o'clock in the morning? Ayanna, you better get on top of that. They probably gonna say they following each other for the show. Bitch can't follow my man. He proposed to you. Yes, the South Side. We're gonna show Chicago. We ain't gonna only just show the lake. That's not real Chicago. That's where the tourists go. Yes, show me the South Side. They do have the best food. They do have the best food. I was just in Chicago a few months ago, and I had got me some Jamaican food. It was so good. Mallory wants her Jer Bear. Yeah, the Mau Mau and the Jer Bear. They follow each other. I know. They ain't fooling me. They not fooling me. Since we shading Mallory and Jer Bear, what's up with Jared and Ayanna? Did Jared change? Are they still together? They gonna play in our face for the reunion, then break up? I don't know. I don't see any new Amber and Barnett's, new Camerons, and what's the child name? Lawrence. I don't see any new signature couples like season 1. And mind you, I still side-eye Lauren and Cameron. I know everybody loved them. I know they the face of Love is Blind, but they still look kind of fake to me too. They look like they just always picture perfect and always ready to pose. I don't never see no chemistry. I don't never see them kiss, hug, hold hands. But you know my favorite couple is the Barnetts. I like a good old spicy couple. You know, y'all say they still together. I done messed up. Jared's still in the streets. I bet you he is. I bet. Angie, don't say nothing. Oh, I want to say something so bad. I only got 5 minutes, so I can say it. Look, I know Ayanna was waiting till her wedding night, but we all saw Jared in them gray sweatpants. I know I wasn't the only one. It's hard. Put my Stella Rose down. It's hard to walk away from somebody rocking their gray sweatpants the way Jared rocks them. That's all I'm going to say about Ayanna. So Ayanna might stick around a little bit too long. She might stay longer than she should, but I'm sure she's going to enjoy what's in them gray sweatpants for a little while before she walk away. Because I don't trust the man. I just don't trust him. I don't either. I don't see no long-term relationships. I don't. Lauren be angry because he don't wash the chicken. What? Is that code for something that I don't understand? Oh, okay. I remember the special when he was cooking some chicken and he ain't wash it first. That's how I know they ain't in no real marriage, because they've been married for a couple of years now. You should have been taught that man how to wash his meat before you put it in the oven or fry it in the frying pan. That's how I know they fake. They fake it for me. Cause night one, I would have cussed him out over that, and he would have learned how to wash that meat. I don't need no salmonella, whatever it's called, poisoning. Yeah. I don't believe in Lauren and Cameron, but them Barnetts, I rock with the Barnetts. I said, Seagram, Ayanna gonna play around with them gray sweatpants before she leave Jared. And I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. I'm not. You saw it. You saw it. I ain't mad. Let me move on. Let me move on. Jared's still holding that black queen down. Davion, I know you love black love. I know you do. But we ain't gonna act like we don't see bullshit when we see it. We ain't gonna act like that. I don't want black people just holding on to the hashtag black love and dealing with bullshit just so they can hashtag black love. No, let's find some real black love and then hashtag that. But we gonna see. The man could have changed. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna wait to the reunion. I'm gonna let them play in my face in the reunion, and then I'm gonna give my final judgment, my final 2 cents, because I ain't gotta be with the man. I ain't gotta be looking at my clock wondering where my man at 3 o'clock in the morning. So Ayanna, to each their own. If she like it, I love it. Oh well. You gotta go back and watch. Girl, you gotta go back and watch. Cause he had to Let me move on. Let me move on. I still got a whole nother 2 reviews to do. I'm gonna be lit by Drag Race, y'all. I hope y'all jump over to Charles' channel and watch it. But I'm gonna leave this where it's at. I got 2 minutes, and then I gotta get into Ready to Love. I gotta stay on schedule tonight. I'm having a good time with my Stella Rose. I can't wait till next Friday for old Stella because I stocked up. I got about 3-4 bottles, so I'm good. But anyway, we're gonna do this again next Saturday. Same time, 6 p.m. And we're going to talk about this reunion special. The reunion come on next Friday. And we're going to see if our predictions are right or wrong. For the most part, I was entertained. Oh, you saw it. You saw it, 78. You saw it. For the most part, I was entertained. This is a show that I like. I hope they cranking them out. Don't make us wait 2-3 years for season 3. And at least if you're going to go to other countries and do Love is Blind, at least do some English speaking ones where we can understand what they're saying. But anyway, that's just Angie. But anyway, you all have a good night. I hope you all jump over. I'm getting ready to start the live in 60 seconds. I got 60 seconds for the next live. And I'm going over this past episode of Ready to Love. And then again on Charles Warren Online, I'll be doing Drag Race on his channel at 7:30. So if not, I'll see you all. I don't have any reviews to do tomorrow. So I guess I'll see y'all Monday at noon for Let's Break. You know my new segment, every day at noon. I go over hot topics, reality shows for a quick 15-20 minutes, and we just chat on our lunch break. So yeah, after tonight, I'll see y'all Monday for Let's Break. So have a good one, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.